That's why I don't want to go to university. The school system is designed for us to fail. For young entrepreneurs, the school system is not helpful to actually create the businesses that you want, to create the wealth, the generational wealth that you actually want to have. So that's my reason why I don't want to go to university. Today I'm gonna explain my plan to actually get through it without any university and with personal hard work and the personal learning. So why is the school system rigged? So university doesn't teach you everything. You can teach yourself to do many things, take courses and just read books. You have AI, you have access to endless, infinite information, and some people just don't know how to use it because schools don't teach you that. I keep learning every day outside of school more than I do inside of school. The school system teaches millions of students the exact same things. That's not helpful for everyone. If there's a class of 30 people or 30 kids and the teachers teach the same thing for every kid, then we're all gonna be just average. Nobody's gonna be unique. Nobody could just think for themselves. We're not taught to do that. We're not taught to go home and do your own thing. Like, okay, so there's extracurricular activities for example, like basketball and all that. Okay, that's one thing of the equation, but what I'm saying is that they don't teach you to dream bigger than what they show you. They tell you, okay, you need to go to university, get a job. You don't even think about what job you're gonna get. They teach you to think about now, not the future. If you ask a kid, a 14-year-old kid like me, what he wants to be when he grows up, almost none of them know. And you don't have to know by that age, but what I'm trying to say is that it's not just about specific job, it's about where you want to be in life. And that thing, you should just a little bit think about it. They don't give you the time to think about it. There isn't a class in school that says what do you want to be when you grow up. Think about it for yourself. They just give you options, so you can be a doctor, a lawyer, okay, a veterinarian, okay, all of that stuff, that boring stuff, that usual normal jobs. But they don't teach you about who is paying for those jobs, who is creating the companies. They don't say you can create things for yourself. They say you should become part of the system that is already designed for you to fail. And y'all might say maybe you don't want to be a millionaire or something like that, but that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that the amount of taxes, the cost of living is so much higher that 9 to 5 workers just can't afford it. You can't work at McDonald's and have a good normal life. That's for sure. You can't have maybe a manager at McDonald's. I don't know, just the normal thing. You can't live like that. Or at least that's what I think. I don't want to live in a small apartment for the rest of my life. Maybe take one vacation every 3 years and be happy with that. I'm not happy with that. I'm in middle class, and even though I feel comfortable, I want to achieve more. I also want to talk about why middle class is dangerous. Why is it dangerous? The middle class, you feel too comfortable until the cost of living gets higher. You feel like, okay, you got your dream job. They pay you okay, $80,000 to $100,000 a year. Good. You think you're in a good position, and you just don't go up from there. You're thinking about staying in the same position, and that's a bad mentality. You should always try to achieve more than where you currently are. My plan to get through it. My plan is to get better every day at something. Currently, I'm doing dropshipping. Now, you'll probably know what is dropshipping, and probably everybody said to you either you should try dropshipping or it's dead. Now, I want to talk about why people think dropshipping is dead. People started to say dropshipping is dead when they tried dropshipping for a week, a month, they didn't sell anything, they didn't succeed, and they threw it away and said, it doesn't work, I'm done with it. And then back to their 9 to 5, and all the dreams crushed. They wanted to be a millionaire, now they're not. The thing is, being successful is harder than most people think. People think that dropshipping is easy. It's not easy. Some people are lucky, and yes, it's luck. Selling, like being good at dropshipping, making hundreds of thousands with dropshipping is a lot of luck. But you can make your own luck by trying it for a longer period of time. The amount of luck that you need to actually succeed with your first product is just unimaginable. You will not succeed on your first product, nor your second or third or fourth or fifth. I'm on my I think 5th or 6th product, and I'm gonna change product because the current didn't work, but I'm always improving. I'm gonna get better and better and better until I get my first sale, which I'm hoping to do this year. And that's what makes me different. When I said to my friend I'm doing dropshipping, some of them laughed, some of them asked me, did you sell anything yet? I said no, then they laughed. And it's easy to laugh at it, but I think even if I'm not currently winning money with dropshipping, I'm learning marketing, AI. A couple of my videos actually used AI to either edit or create avatars that can talk in the video. So, you know, like the people, it's fake personas that speak about the product or the background voice, it's all AI. I talk with Gemini, with ChatGPT. I search on Perplexity for ideas. I don't know. Just using AI, and I'm learning, and I keep learning every day faster than the kid in my class. I also started to read books. So people say, yes, I might be risking my future, but my argument is that no, I'm working harder than the people in my entire school. So maybe I'm not getting a 10 on every exam, but I am reading my own books, I am doing my own content, building my own personal brand, trying to make money, doing something else than school. People think, kids in my class think, go to school, you got that 8 hours or less in some schools, or more in others. 8 hours, done with school, go home, do your homework, and done. You're gonna be successful if you got a 10 on the next exam. That's just a bad mentality. They don't think about getting better. They don't think about doing their own thing. They just do what people tell them to do. And the problem is also with parents, which I hate to say it, but don't know any better. The parents just tell you in strict, like my parents are a bit okay with that, but most parents are a bit strict and tell you, you gotta learn for this exam, you gotta study, don't do anything else, just study. They want you to be excellent in school, and then like you might get a 10 on one exam and a 5 on another exam, and they get mad. Like, instead of telling you what was your mistake, how much did you study, they tell you, just get your head straight. That's the problem. And what I'm doing, which is good with my parents, I'm actually very lucky to have those parents. My parents tell me, okay, I have to get okay grades and still pass, but they're gonna pay and support me with my entrepreneurial life. And that's good. So basically what I'm saying, how I'm gonna escape from the system, is working on my own stuff. Dropshipping, AI, also AI automation I'm gonna try to learn, which is another business model. Reading books, building my personal brand. That's why I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to the channel, help me grow, and maybe even start your own personal brand. Like, building a personal brand is also gonna help me in the future. Maybe in a couple of years I will have bad grades in school, but I might have thousands of followers on YouTube, and YouTube can actually pay me for my videos, for putting ads in my videos. I don't know. So I will have an income, I will have audience that could support me, that could help me learn, that I could teach. Like, it's a two-way thing. Like, you can learn from me and I can learn from you. You got ideas, you tell me, I will make a video on it. That's why I'm telling you, please support, please subscribe, please follow me on my journey. I don't only make long videos like that, I also make shorts, which might be easier for most of you to just see. Like, I do updates, just sharing my thoughts and everything, so just you can scroll in my shorts and see, for example, a video about my new setup, like this lighting and the microphone and all of that, you can see. And yeah, because I only have 14 subscribers for now, my goal for 2026 is to get, I think, 1,000 subscribers will be amazing. I think it's a lot. I don't know if I'll get there, but I'm gonna set my goals high. And yeah, also I'm learning how to talk better. I stutter a little bit. I'm not native English, so that's the struggle. So I'm also learning to talk to a camera and not see, like, this is my screen, now I'm seeing myself, now I'm seeing the camera. It's a bit harder, it hurts my head a little bit. So yeah, you can just follow me on my journey, learn, ask me stuff, I will answer. I only have 14 subscribers, so any question, any comment, I will see, I will answer, I will do my best to make a video on it. I don't know if an entire video or included in a video, or maybe a short, I don't know. Basically, so yeah, subscribe to the channel, follow me up on my journey. The next video, I think it's gonna be a little bit more about dropshipping or personal brand. I still have to think about the video and script it again. I did not script it a lot, I just put, I don't know if you can see it, 3 bullet points that I want to say in the video. So it was the system is rigged, how I'm going to break through it, and ask for support. to subscribe to the channel, and that's that. Also, outside of school, I actually am going to the gym in like 10 minutes, I think. I just wanted to make a 14 minute video, so before that now I'm going to the gym, and that's outside of school, so that's what I'm saying. So see you next video, subscribe, and bye.